Miss Olivia's waiting for me. I got the ladder up on top there because today we're going to be installing this wire system on the edge of our roof, and that's to prevent what we had happen last year. Had so much snow build up on the roof and ice and stuff, and because the house is like 100 years old, it started building up the ice and building up the ice, and then the ice makes its way under the shingles, and that's just not great. We haven't had that problem in 5 years on the farm. It was just last year. So this year I'm going to try to prevent that because we had some leaks in the ceiling of the farmhouse last year. Just trying to get a good fire going because it's a bit nippy today. And I gotta keep my batteries for my camera warm at least. But it's nice to be able to come into this workshop and warm up. Because when you're outside for a long time, you know, your face and your hands get cold, and it's nice to come in here and warm up. It'll get to about 15 degrees in here today probably. Just keep feeding the fire. And this fan helps circulate the air in the room, all that warm air. This fan does not run off electricity. It's just a thermal fan. That little heat plate on the bottom is touching the hot part of the stove, and it just starts to turn when it gets hot. What I do is keep the battery charger over here close to the heat, and I got 3 batteries. And of course there's the one battery in the main camera that I use. It's a big Sony DSLR, so I can get the good quality. I got to make sure that the batteries stay remotely warm. This is called a dead cat, and that's basically to help with the wind whenever I'm talking into the camera, to get no wind noise. I'm underneath the new lean-to roof, and I've moved the Polaris ATV over here because I got to get it out of the weather, and I get a nice cover on it, and it's basically shut down for the season until next spring. So far so good with the lean-to shelter. My neighbor was borrowing my mini excavator, and it fits perfectly right in there, even with that big boom arm. You just tuck it under and it fits right in there. And I mean, I have that up in the forest right now, you know, because I'm doing some forestry work before it gets too much snow there, as you saw in the last video. But I don't know yet what I'm gonna do in the front here. I have to make sure I have enough room to get the excavator in and out, so it's not simple just to build doors or something like that. For this year, I may just put up a nice tarp there, cover it all just to stop any snow from blowing in there, but it's working out. But as we got the mule here warming up, Olive's waiting for me. She wants to play, of course. I got this section right here that I built attached to the sawmill shelter. Some of you may have watched those videos last year, but this is 15 feet long. And I got myself some 6x6s from the Home Depot, and what I'm going to do is put them on the ground here, and then all these logs that I want to mill for this future cabin build, I need a place to put the milled logs to dry and just to store them. And they should be out of the weather. You don't want them to be getting rained on and snowed on and stuff. So that's kind of a perfect spot. That's why I moved the ATV. I'll be moving that little trailer thing out of there too. And that way it's kind of easy access to start building up the cache of logs over there. I think this mule is probably warmed up enough, so let's get to it. And we're gonna let the cats out today because it's a good day for the cats to go around and work the farm. We'll get the chickens out. We'll get Big Red and his hens out. We'll get the turkeys and the Lucy and Frankie out, and we'll go up and get the ducks out, of course, as I normally do. Olive here wants to play ball, of course. Look at her, she's all excited. And then we're gonna get working on that farmhouse roof and trying my best to install these heated wires. Yeah. Ready? Hey guys, where's Fozzie? Fozzie! Fozzie, where are you, bud? Fozzie! Tango. You're such a good girl around the tripod, huh? I say it 1,000 times. She loves to do the figure eights in the tripod here of the camera, and she's really the only cat that does that. It's like she loves rubbing her back in and around all this space. And of course, Maggie's the only one who rubs herself in olive. Hey, Chunk. How are you, buddy? Where's Fozzie? There's Fozzie. What are you doing? Are you coming out now, bud? Mango, are you going back in? Tango, are you going back in too? Are you going back in or are you coming out? What are you doing, Mango? I can't stand here holding the door. There's Fozzie scratching on his 100-year-old pole. Hi, Bubbles. How are you? You okay, Bubs? Where's all the cats going? Dexter took off down there. Tango, Mango. Ooh, Mango's running after Dexter. There goes Tango. They're very energetic this morning. Fun times at the Hidden Spring Farm, following around the Claw Crew. Hey, buddy. Where were you this morning? You didn't come out with the crew. Hey? Well, you still sleeping in? Chunk, you okay, bud? You okay, buddy? Your friend Fozzie's out. Oh, there's Maggie. Maggie! Fozzie and Chunk are always competing for pets. Before I let any of the other animals out, let me just check around the house here for an outlet, because this heated wire system obviously is going to need an outlet. Oh, there's Dexter. Dexter! I see you, buddy. You climbing trees again, eh? Looks like Maggie's hunting something under there. So it looks like there's an outlet right here. I have no idea if it even has power, and it's not even a GFCI receptacle either. Whew. Let's go around the front of the house here and see. The main part that was leaking last year was all along right here. So this is where I want to put the wires. That plug is a little bit further away. Now those wire systems come in many different lengths. I bought a 100-foot length. I think this is approximately a 50-foot length, but you gotta kind of install them on a zigzag. So you need like a longer length. Okay, so there's a plug here too by the front door, and it is a GFCI receptacle. Test, it's not working. Reset. Oh, it's not working. I don't even know if it has power. I'll have to check it. And if it doesn't have power, of course, I'll have to fix it before I need power. But I think it's important before the snow to get it like up and installed correctly. The power, I can do that like a little bit later on. It's fine. But hopefully those plugs have power and it's not even an issue. Maggie's still hunting something there. You can see her fooling around. She's stomping on something. It's always interesting watching the cats, though, do their hunting thing. Chunk's just standing by watching her. Dexter's way over there in the distance. You can see him through the grasses there. And there's big boy Fozzie. He's over in front of the house. I don't know what he's doing. He's just hanging around, being Fozzie. Oh, there's Tango. Tango, I see ya. I didn't even know where she was, and she's right there by the house. Mango was over here earlier, and I don't know where Mango went now. Who knows? Oh, here comes Dexter. Maybe he's hunting something as well. I know. You want to play. I know. I know. Okay. Let's just go over here, okay? I'm not throwing it yet. Okay. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Ready? At present time, we are sitting at +2 degrees, which isn't too bad. It's supposed to get up to +5 degrees today. That's Celsius, of course. And that's really, how can I say, good luck? You know what I mean? That we haven't gotten more snow. There's just this little bit of remnants of snow. And it's allowing me a little bit more time to continue getting the farm ready for winter. There goes Tango. And there goes Maggie. I guess she's finished hunting whatever she was hunting. Now, a lot of you viewers have been following me for years now. And you know that last year was the worst winter that we had here on the farm so far. We've been on the farm for 5 years. So that would have been 4 years up until that point. And last year was just the worst. We had a total of 11 feet of snow from the start to the end of the winter. And right at the end of the winter, we had an ice storm that practically destroyed our farm and cut off all our hydro poles. And it cost me $18,000 to get the hydroelectricity back up and working. None of that is covered by insurance because the insurance are always figuring out a way how to not pay out. You know what I mean? So they basically said it's not a natural disaster. Your property is not covered for fallen trees. Now, the farmhouse itself is covered. If a tree was to fall on the farmhouse, or if a tree was to fall on any of the buildings, that is covered by insurance. But trees falling in the forest, destroying the hydro wires, and basically cutting off your electricity, that part's not covered under insurance. So it cost me $18,000. I basically used up all my YouTube money for the past 2 years trying to pay that. So I don't want that to happen this year, of course. And we've spent a good portion of this year kind of recovering and rebuilding from that ice storm and harsh winter. We got almost all of our animal enclosures now done. And the last couple of things, ooh, there's Sushi. There's Maggie climbing up the trees again. Look at her up there. Sushi, are you coming out? Sushi? How you doing? Where are you going? Well, how come as soon as I open the door, you run inside? You were sitting there like I thought you wanted out. Sushi has a weird tendency to want to come out at the end of the day. Oh, Maggie's back. Hi, Maggie. You didn't go around with the other cats, eh? You didn't go around with the crew. You're climbing trees and having fun by yourself today, huh? I got your tail. What are you going to do now? Maggie really is a very pretty cat. She's got whites, browns, oranges, tans. She's got black, gray, white. She's got white socks and a beautiful white chin. Hey, Maggie, you're so beautiful. Let me get the bunny barn open here. Maybe Maggie wants to go in. Everybody else took off, so. Whew. Any rabbits? No rabbits. What's going on? No rabbits out here. They're all outside. They must all be enjoying this beautiful enclosed greenhouse effect. Hello, rabbits. How are you guys? You okay? Hey, Wabbit. What are you doing, Wabbit? So the other day I did the video putting all this up, and it's doing okay. I put these litter boxes here, and I don't see the rabbits using them a lot. They just put a couple of turds there, so they've continued to put all these poops all around here. So maybe what I need to do is put some actual litter in here to help them, encourage them. There's the buck up there. He said, hey, I'm going to go up this ladder today. He's so comfy. I built this extra loft just so that he could have like some extra space, you know what I mean? They don't really need a lot of space, but I don't know, it's just something cool little project. So now he's got this extra level. He can go up and down and keeps them busy, gives them something to do. Right, bud? I really like this idea of blocking off the door with the tarp too. I think I can do that with the cat house. I don't know if I'll have time to do that today. But anyways, I hear all the ducks waiting for me. They're all desperate to get out. You know, in the morning, the ducks are always very vocal. They, I guess, are somehow telling me that they want to go outside. But once they're out there, I think they chill out. They calm down. The ducks are very funny, the way they communicate. I like listening to them. You gotta break the ice there, bud. It's too slippery. Who knew that ducks can go ice skating? It's a little slick there, eh, Hen? Looks like the ducks want their food. They're looking hungry. Here come the Four Stooges. Those two ducks are still trying to break through the ice. Oh, they broke a little bit. Oh boy, I gotta fill up these feeds for the ducks and the geese. Where are you going? I got food right here. Those guys are hungry. There's still one duck trying to get in the pond. She's so slippery she can't walk. It's funny actually. You can fly a little bit too, you know. I know you can flutter those wings. Okay, guys, you're free to get in now. And there they go. They're all going to get a drink first. And Miss Olivia's eating some of the duck food. And I hear a cat crying. There's Fozzie Bear. Fozzie! Are you following me, bud? Don't any of you ducks get stuck under the ice, okay? I know that the ducks can swim anyway. They'll just swim out. You can see how some of them dive underneath. They're looking for bugs, they're looking for fish or anything that they can find. Geese are just keeping an eye on them. Fozzie keeps crying in the garden. There he is right there, crying in the garden. Fozzie, I see ya. Oh, there's Dexter way over there. He's up the tree. Look at him. Dexter, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, Dexter? I see you, bud. Oh, if I had one of those new iPhones, they can zoom in really far. Yeah. This one is too old, this iPhone. I think I got a 14, so it doesn't zoom in as far. I got my hands on one of those iPhone 17s that just came out. They have like this super zoom. It's very cool. I love it when the cats climb trees. They're so like agile. There's Fozzie Bear. I could just sit here and watch all my animals all day. And there's Olive stealing some of the duck food. See, she knows she's not supposed to do it, eh? But she just waits until I'm not looking. Oh no, the ducks are panicking. What's happening, ducks? Rubber ducky, you're the one. Remember that song? Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street? I'm sure some of you folks remember that. There's Dexter. He came down off the tree now. Dexter, I see you, buddy. I guess he was hunting all alone. I don't see anybody else over there. Yeah, I could just walk around with my camera all day and just film all the animals as I see what they're up to. That's why I like the vlogs. You know, it's fun for me to film and do, and as well, and I like really getting the nice footage of the animals. Somebody made a comment a couple videos ago and they said, your videos are worthy to be in National Geographic, you know, they're just so well done. And I'm like, thanks, I really appreciate that. That would be cool. Yeah. National Geographic at the Hidden Spring Farms. Fozzie's scratching on the garlic beds. Look at him. He's like scratching his neck. Fozzie! Are you finished eating breakfast or what? Oh, what's this in your head? Oh no. What is this? Oh. What is that? Looks like a raspberry. How'd you get a raspberry stuck in your head? Hey? That's from you going in the woods. I know, in the raspberry bush. How do you do? You can really see the color of the drakes. The head is just so green. See, that's a hen there. But that guy that's dunking, he's a boy. You can see he's splish splash, and the other ones are hens. You can see that one right there with the white stripe. All these ones with the dark heads, they look like they're drakes. That last duck hatch that we did back in, when was it, August? We just integrated them. I didn't wait until they were old enough for me to distinguish boys from girls. So, I mean, we may have too many drakes in here again, and I'll have to go about selling some drakes next year again, like what I did this year. This year I sold, I think, 4 or 5 drakes, if you remember. Fuzzy, are you staying there, buddy? Are you staying there, Fuzzy? Hey, Fuzzy, are you coming? Fuzzy! Yeah, put it into third gear, would ya? Run, 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 run! Waka waka! That's as fast as you're gonna go, eh? You're gonna make me stand here filming you while you keep it in first gear, right? Come on, buddy. You want to hang out for a while? Come on. Fuzzy. Fuzzy. Come on, buddy. Here. Here, go underneath. Okay. Okay, let's go. Oh, there's Chunk. Hey, Chunk, I didn't even know you were here, buddy. I didn't know. You're such a good boy, Chunk. You're so smooth. Come on, guys. We gotta let Big Red out. Get him some fresh air. Poor guy, he's getting real old, Big Red. He's just over 5 years. But I don't know, he's aging so fast. He's not really doing great. I'm worried about him coming into the winter. I'm gonna make him as comfortable as I can, but really, he's kind of at the age that he's on this tail end of his life, you know what I mean? Morning, chickens. Look, Olive's gonna go attack the horses. Olive, I see what you're doing. That's no, okay? Come back here. That's no. I know, you don't need to hunt the horses. Okay, you stay here. Okay, you guard the chickens right here, okay? Okay, you be a good girl, okay? Don't do that, okay? I'm counting on you. There's Miss Maggie right there. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. She's eating grass. You're eating too much grass, Maggie. You're gonna barf, you know that? There's Chunk right there, and Fozzie right there. And if you look way down there beside the barn fence there, I can see Dexter. Remember, he was just up in the orchard. Yeah, we came down from the orchard, and he made his way all the way up that tree, and then he came all the way down there just in the time that I finished with the ducks. It's like he gets around the whole farm, that guy. You okay, Red? I know. You're probably like an 80-year-old man now, eh? Sad to see, really, the animals getting older, but that's why I made a video, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos ago, and it was about this dilemma that homesteaders are going to face, you know, and small farms. And if you're not going to be culling your animals, you're just going to be letting them live out their days. And I think Big Red and the roosters in particular, I've named them, and I think my decision is just to let them live out their days. I have no idea how much longer they're going to live. I'm just going to do my best to make sure that their life is as comfortable as possible, and not give them too much stress, make sure they have lots of food and water and comfortability, you know. So it's all I can do for them. I think that's the best. Respect for them for what they've done for us here on the farm for the past 5 years. There's a horse having too much fun down there. You see that? It's just rolling around like they're a puppy dog. I love it when horses do that, because even though they're big, beautiful animals, they still love life and they still love to have fun. There's Maggie hanging out with Fozzie on those pallets. All our cats are kind of like a big happy family, you know. Want to try to clean all these leaves out of here too, because they're gonna get stuck. Oh gosh, the rats are digging holes under the turkey house. Jeez Louise. Okay, turkeys. Come on out, you turkeys. Come on out. Big, beautiful boys. You too there, my beauty. Listen to the sounds they make. They're so cool. Frankie, Lucy. And maybe, just maybe, if I can get some time today, I'd like to get my lawnmower out and try to mulch up some of the leaves around the property, because that's kind of a problem. When you snow blow, the leaves clog the snow blower. So I'd like to get ready for that too, if I can, but I don't know. They're shorter days now. In Horseshoe Valley, Ontario, Canada area, it gets dark here 5 o'clock, 5:30. It's going to start getting dark at like 4:30 soon, so shorter days means you got to condense all your work and actual filming for YouTube into a shorter time. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. First things first, I got to get up on the ladder and probably clean out the gutters. More than likely, there's lots of leaves and debris stuck up in there, so we want the melted ice to be able to just roll off in the gutters. This is just too much junk in here. It's one of those things that's got to get done. Every homeowner's got to do it. Oh man, it's windy up on this ladder. Cold. Get all this junk out, because if you don't get the junk out, it can't drain. Doesn't take me too long actually to do this. And these, I found these off Amazon. They are a rubber glove and they're completely waterproof, and they have this kind of neoprene grip on them. Anyways, I think they're pretty good. So far, I used them late last winter, and I'm using them now again. Now, I have never used anything like this before. In all of my previous home, I've never had to do it. They've all been kind of modernized homes. As long as you have lots of good insulation in your attic, ice dams shouldn't really be an issue, because it is. It keeps a nice cold area up there. The problem is there's too much heat from the house rising up through the ceiling into the attic, and it's making the attic too warm because the insulation is all messed up there. So what happens is that the warmth melts some of the snow, and of course it turns to water, and then it kind of freezes, right? And it freezes and thaws ongoing because of the warmth, because of the cold outside. You do that 10,000 times over the winter, and the ice backs up. The ice backs up, starts going back up the roof, and the water makes its way under the shingles. And that's the biggest problem with ice dams, and of course century homes like this farmhouse. So hoping these wires do the trick. Looks like we got a whole bunch of clips, so that's cool. This is a 100-foot wire, and it's 500 watts. So I don't know how much electricity that's going to use. Maybe it'll use a bit. Oh, okay. It's actual little wires, like almost like a little tiny extension cord. I was thinking it would be something made out of cloth or something. So that's pretty good, I guess. I guess that's the end. So it just terminates itself. And they probably give you 6 feet or so for the wire to hang down into the plug, which is what I want. Yeah, here's the section that'll hang down from the ceiling, so this probably won't get hot. Or at least this section won't get hot anyway. Maybe it starts from this nub right here. I suppose I could always read the manual, but I'm a fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy, you know what I mean? Who has time to sit there for 40 minutes reading the manual when I kind of got an idea what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Kinda. It's not rocket science. It's just the wire, and you plug it in, and you zigzag it with the clips the way it shows in the picture. How hard can it be? Okay, I just put the first clip there. This is where the heating starts on this side, and this side is the cable, which is definitely not long enough to reach down there. I'm going to have to attach some kind of a cord, which is dumb. They should have made that a lot longer, because who has a plug right here? all the plugs are down there, right? And I got the first clip in the gutter there from the start, so I'm just gonna kind of estimate. It'll be like that, I guess. So I'll put another clip right there. Hopefully this can slide right underneath easily. Oh, I might need to pry this up a little. Okay, I got it under there, so I'll come up like this. And that just kind of fits under the holder there. And then I guess you push this down. You can use pliers if you're not strong enough. But I have pretty strong fingers. I'll just bend that in like that. So it's nice and crimped. It's pretty good. And then come down to the gutter again. That's probably a good shape right there. Need one of these clips to come down under here though. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Some of them take a little bit of working to get in there. And then stick that under there. This is going to take some time. Good thing I picked a nice sunny day to do this. Right there. There. It's not too bad. I think this is really going to be good for our winter. Some of them are hard to push under the shingle, eh? It's like because the shingles are so old, they're like really stuck down. So I've just been using this plier to help wedge it underneath there. And that's nice and easy. It's just a little bit time consuming to get this done. Now, for anybody wondering who is Canadian, I got this from Canadian Tire, which is kind of like a department store, hardware store here in Canada for anybody else around the world. And it was actually on sale. This was $59, regular $89. So I got a good price at least. Wow, it's almost like I knew what I was doing here. Looks like I've done about 6 feet or so. I still have a far way to go to get to the end. And then what you do is the wire that's left over is you put it down in the gutter and you run it all the way back in the gutter. And that stops the gutter from freezing so that the water can drain. Theoretically speaking, of course. You okay? The wire's getting all twisted. See how short they made the cord. It's like it doesn't even reach. It's short by about, I don't know, 2 feet. It's almost like they expect people to have a plug up in the soffit, because that's not long enough. Like most gutters are going to be 8 or 9 feet tall, and they gave like a 5 foot, 6 foot cord. It's like I'm going to have a little extension cord now, but you're not supposed to. It says right on it, no plugs. It says the plug should be a GFI. You see that GFCI plug there? A regular plug is no good. Now the good thing is that this is a GFCI receptacle, so I'm in luck. But I'm still going to have to reach it somehow. Anyway, I don't design these things. I would have made the cord a little bit longer to reach, because most houses have a plug down on the bottom, not up in the gutter. Like I said earlier, we don't really have a lot of hours of daylight anymore. It starts to get dark around 4:35, 5:30. So when you're talking about, working for a living to earn some money and then running a farm and then on top of that, trying to film YouTube videos, what I used to do is work until, late in the evening because it's daylight in the summer. Can't do that now because can't be filming at night. That wouldn't even be a fun video. Oh no, I ruined that one. Can I save it? I don't know. Some of them are really hard to stab into the edge of the roof because the roof, is asphalt. It gets sealed, right? Good thing I had a nice day to get this done, you know what I mean? Because it could have been like bad weather right into the winter and then I'd have to do this in the snow or something. There, that's looking pretty good. No more shadows all along the edge. I think this is going to do great at keeping all of this thawed out. I'm almost done, and then whatever wire I have left, I'm going to run it back this way in the gutter. I'm getting close to the end here, so what I did is I'm going to put a clip right along the edge there and feed the wire in there. Pinch it, and then this is going to get tucked under here, and I'm going to put it right in here. I'll show you in a minute. Well, I only have a little bit of wire hanging there, and I have still a far distance to go. There's the end of the wire right there. Supposed to get to the end. I don't think I'll make it to the end, but even if I can get as far as possible, it'll be okay. Gotta tuck it underneath here. Okay, I have it all set perfectly all the way down the end of the road there. And then at the very end, it goes into the gutter and comes all the way back, but it ends right here. So really, I still have 4 more feet that you should have one in the gutter because that keeps the gutter thawed. Nothing I can do about it really. If I didn't have this 100-foot cable, I think the next length was 150 foot. So there would have been way, way too much cable. I suppose if it's, not melting the ice and the snow in the gutter, then I can always get another one of these wires and just start it at the other end and then finish it at the end and then plug it in. So that technically there'll be 2 plugs. I don't really want to do that, but I'll just need a 50-foot cable if I do that. Mango and Chunk are so aggressive. You guys are so aggressive. You're good killers. Hey guys. Really good killers. So I managed to get everybody in so far. Tango, Chunk, Mango. I got him in with the feather toy. Maggie, she's eating her treats, but she went in to warm up her toes in the bed there. And of course, Sushi didn't go out today. And I gave Miss Bubbles some treats in her tent. So the only cat that's still out is our Bay Harbor Mouse Butcher, our Farm Panther, our Void, Mr. Dexter Morgan. Miss Tango's getting first pick of all the yummy jelly on top of the canned food. Sushi, are you waiting for some more treats or what? Yeah, I think you are. Okay, come on. Sushi. Good girl. Good girl, Sushi. Here, I'm going to give you some more treats, okay? Because you're such a good cat. You're such a good cat. Here. There. She loves these treats. Sushi absolutely loves the temptations. Loves, loves, loves. Maybe Chunk's looking for a spot to lie down after a hard day working the farm. What are you doing, Sushi? You want to go outside at the end of the day again? Oh, there's Fozzie. You can't go out because Flozzie's blocking the door. Okay, Fuzzy, you got lots of food there for you, buddy. I know you smelt the food from a mile away, so you decided to come in and get your first pick, eh? That's his number one thing on his mind, is food. Actually, that's always the number one thing on my mind, too, food. Oh, there's Dexter. He's on the fence of the pigs. Maybe he's taking the high ground for his hunting. Dexter! Dexter! You coming in, bud? Let's see if I can't go scoop him up. So at least that's my last worry about the cats today. Every day you let the cats out. Of course, I always worry that I'm not going to be able to get them all back. It's been several years now where I'm really working hard training the cats to come back when I call at the end of the day. And cats love to live their own life. They don't want to come back in, but they kind of do, you know. They come, they want to see me, and they're perfectly happy to come in and get their food and their treats. And I use the treats and the food. When I call them back, I give them treats and food. So I do that cycle all the time. Dexter, are you hunting, buddy? Dexter? He's not looking at me. He's focused on something. Yeah, he's really focused on something. I got you, buddy. I got him. He's clawing me to death, but I got him. He's such a good boy. Such a good boy. I love Dexter. You chickens want banana? Olive, you want banana? Okay, come on, chickens. Come on, chickens. Tuk, 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 tuk. Come on, Red. You're the last one there, buddy. You gotta lock up for the night so you're protected. Come on, get some banana. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. I know. We should call you Grandpa Red from now on instead of Big Red, because you're not that big. You're like Grandpa Red. You know what I'm saying? They sure do love the bananas. Okay, I'm closing it up, guys. Hi, turkeys. You guys ready to go in? Hey, how about you? You too? How about you reds? Here. Here. Good, eh? It's the good stuff today. Here, I'm gonna put it down for you. Okay, guys, come on. Let's go, turkey. You too, Frankie. You too, Lucy. I'll come and see you in a minute, MJ, okay? Okay, guys. Time to get back in. Tulu gana, guys. Tulu gana. No detours. Tulu gana. Good job. Come on, turkeys. Time to go to bed. You too, girlie. I know, you don't like me touching you. You too, boys. Get in there. Time to go to bed. Thank you. Have a good night. Here, Frankie. You want some, buddy? You want some? That's enough for tonight, though, right? Right, Lucy? That's enough? Okay, guys. Here you go. You want some? Meatloaf. You're running like a bat out of hell today, eh, bud? You want some? Okay, I'm going to put it down because you're biting my fingers. You're not supposed to bite the hand that feeds you, you know? Oh, yeah, they love it. You better get in there too, Meatloaf. You're going to miss out. Before I go and put the ducks to bed, I better check how many eggs they have. They haven't been laying a real lot lately. Oh man, I just gave them fresh straw yesterday and I don't see any eggs. What's happening? No eggs from the ducks. Any in here? Not one. Any in here? Not one. This is no good. Not even one egg from all those ducks. Yeah, not even one egg from the ducks today. And keep in mind too that there's a whole bunch of those ducks that were just hatched in the summer. So they're not going to start laying yet. They'll probably lay their first eggs in the spring. Oh yeah, we caught a big rat today. Just one rat? Where's all the other traps? Ooh, this is good. There's another rat. That's 2 rats today. Keep circling around. They're digging another tunnel right there. Where's all the other traps? I have 5 traps in here. What's under here? Oh, there's a trap, but no rat. That's not good. Okay, so 2 rats. Trapping rats is an ongoing issue. And usually every few days we'll catch a bunch of rats. I think rats don't feed every single day. They're just on and off eaters. So it is what it is. There, you guys eat up. Where's MJ? You don't want any of this, buddy? You need the extra protein, extra potassium. Right, girls? Okay, hopefully he'll get some later. Well, 3 chicken eggs today. At least they did better than the ducks. Right, Olive? The chickens did better than the ducks today. They win. Okay, guys. Tulugana, guys. Tulugana, ducks. I got a lot of this mulched over here, but I got to come back and pick up all this scrap wood before I hit it with the snow blower. That was from when I was working on this duck run. Let's go. Tulugana, ducks. See, we're going to walk this way. They're all going to keep their distance because ducks always stay away from you. At least our ducks do. But as soon as I walk over here, they're going to all go in. I don't even have to say anything because they want to go in. I don't even have to say, Tulugana, ducks, because they just want to go in. Look at them. They know what to do. They know the routine. They're perfectly trained in how to live on a farm. And, whoa, what are you doing out? Get back in there. Get this locked up for the night. Let me check their food. What are you doing? Oh, they still have a lot of food. They only ate about half of it. And no ducks in the pond, so that's good. Olive, out. That's not for you. Mama's got good food for you at home. I'm going to put this back in because this is good for tomorrow. All you ducks have a good night, okay? They're all inside already. Night-night, ducks. Night-night, Case, okay? Night-night. Some of you viewers sometimes ask me, how long do the animals stay out? And if it's like a Saturday and I'm filming, it's a good question, actually. Because the way the videos make it look, to be frank, sometimes the way I edit the videos is that I let all the animals out. I kind of do a little bit of things for the video around the farm, and then I'm putting all the animals away. It seems like it's all done in 40 minutes. But of course, I'm here all day. It's like evening now. I got here in the morning. I try to film as much as I can on the weekends. I have no life. I have YouTube life. That's it. And I just film. And then sometimes I include putting the animals away, or I'm calling all the cats back or something like that. Sometimes I don't. I try to make it, you know, as a variety as possible. But yeah, so it's late now. The animals have all been out like all day. The cats are the first one usually that I get back because I have to call them, and then sometimes it takes them a while to come back, you know. But I mean, the animals are out all day, although the video seems like the animals are out only for 40 minutes. It's just the way it's morning, let the animals out, do some work, close off the video, putting the animals away. But it's like, you know, 9 hours later. Anyways, hope that helps answer your questions. Well, that's one more job checked off my list in getting our farm fully prepared for the upcoming winter. Really do appreciate you watching, guys. Thanks for joining us here at the farm. Hope you had fun, and we'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching. You guys take care.